Well, welcome to the beautiful QHOP, the Quebec House of Prayer, established in 2010. But as you look at the age of that home, you can realize very quickly that that house is much older than 2010. It actually has a long and distinguished history, and I'd like to spend a bit of time tracing the historical roots of this building and this very unique territory. And it actually begins with First Nations, Abenaki ownership or stewardship of this land. And in the colonization of the region, the Anglican Church actually has its roots here. And it begins with a vision to establish a seminary here. And it was the predecessor to what is currently now Bishop's University. And the founder of Bishop's University, Reverend Lucius Doolittle, built this home and established a parish called St. James on this exact territory back in the early 1830s. And since then it's morphed into a number of different establishments, and most recently it was a place for, well, let's call it a drinking establishment. But along with that came a number of other activities that probably were not representative of the original vision. Well, in 2003 at St. George's Anglican Church, under the leadership of Reverend Keith Dickerson, we decided to have a ministry entitled Journey Towards God. And little did we know at the time that when we invited in Reverend James Wagner from Abbotsford, BC, that he would bring a team of intercessors to walk around Lennoxville, and particularly Bishop's University. And we didn't see those intercessors very much at the mission, but they came back at the very end of the mission with 3 words: reclaim the territory. And that started us thinking about, what does that mean, to reclaim territory? And it was very simple at the end of our meditation on those 3 words: find in Lennoxville a historic building and reclaim it. And little did we know as we researched that this exact home, at that time our understanding was not that well known that this home had significance. And it was established as a home for Reverend Doolittle, who had the heart to train leaders, and not just any leadership, but to train people who were dedicated to filling the pulpits of then the Anglican Church in Canada. And that meant training them not only just in understanding the Bible, but also understanding the various languages, original languages, and to offer what has been coined a liberal education. And at that time that stood for understanding math, understanding the sciences. And so the work began, and Doolittle, in his own way, began to offer his expertise in not just establishing a school, but becoming a major benefactor. And the historical roots of this whole story can be found in a wonderful book written by Christopher Nichol, who also has historical family ties to bishops. And the real reason Doolittle also wanted to establish a university was to begin training other types of leaders, not just in seminary, but the university has become distinguished now in establishing a liberal education to those outside of seminary, to science, to business. And we're very, very grateful for bishops and for its established roots in our community. When we go inside, we'll be able to talk a little bit about Doolittle, but we're very, very, very thankful for his original vision and for establishing a home. And when you look at the home itself, if you ever come and visit, you'll see that the house is actually built on solid granite. And when we started thinking about renovating this home, the contractor at the time said this home is not going anywhere very soon, because the foundation of the house is on the slabs of granite, and this area of the townships is known for its granite. And this building probably will be around for many, many, many centuries. And now it's being dedicated to praying, to worshiping, to studying. And in some ways it's reclaiming that original territory that Doolittle had in the spiritual realm to prepare leaders for the work of the ministry. And we're very excited someday that you'll possibly come here and visit as well.